Hey everybody, this is Michael, aka Faithful Raider, just checking in for my HCG vlog. Today is VLCD, yeah, who knows? 1, 8, 15, 16, 17? VLCD 17, I think. Um, Big thing today was, today I'm gonna do my weigh in, so, I didn't do it yesterday because I didn't want it to, because I didn't know how it was going to be. So got on scale today. It was 303.8. So that's good, real good. So I need to go back and take a look. But I think in the last 5 days, that's, I don't know what, 3, 6, 7 pounds since Saturday, and today's Wednesday. It's good. So feeling pretty good. Couple things I wanted to talk about today. Today was crazy cravings day again. Like just really weird. And again, it's always like out there stuff. I had craving for wasabi. I like wasabi, but I don't eat it very often. Just, we go to sushi every once in a while. We have a restaurant next door to, my job. We used to go once in a while, maybe every couple weeks or a couple months. But yeah, and I love wasabi, but yeah, really weird, just big time craving for wasabi, which lasted about 10 seconds, and then was gone. Then I had, okay, I don't even know the name of this, but I think it's called butter cream candies. They're kind of small, like white little candies. They're kind of soft, like, but not like chewy. They're kind of like, they kind of like break apart when you eat them. I don't remember the name of them at all. That's just the thing about this. It's stuff I think I had some when I was a kid. But anyway. Yeah, had cravings for that. Like, and I could totally taste them. Like, I'm like, wow, that sounds really good. I don't even remember the name of it, but yeah, that was really good. And then that was gone. Yeah, and it was like that all day long. Just really random things popping up in my head. And yeah, and the craving would be there for a little bit. But today it was kind of nonstop. It was like, I'm really glad I didn't cheat today. I mean, not that I was very tempted. Oh, except, typical thing at my job, birthday cake today. They had big old cake, chocolate cake with frosting, and then like this assorted cheesecake thing that they brought too. Yeah. And of course, Wednesday mornings are my Wednesday meetings, and they're always filled with lots of fun breakfast stuff. I didn't even look today. I'm not quite sure what they had. I saw some grapes and some yogurt, and some bagels. I didn't see those till later, but there was a whole bunch of other stuff, and I just didn't even look. I just came in the meeting, sat down, and went, So, just trying to avoid that. Let's see. So, yeah, today I was definitely on the craving kick. So, I did go to the store today and picked up some more vitamins, vitamin water zeros. Picked up a couple of different flavors, but I know I like the lemonade. I just figured my daughter would jack the other ones, so I got some of those. So I'm gonna do those every once in a while again, maybe a couple times a week. On days like today when I'm feeling the cravings big time. And also wanted to, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Also with my dinner, I was feeling really bored. So I decided to have a little bit of paste pecani sauce with it. It's not exactly, it's obviously not 100% protocol, but there's nothing in there that, if eaten, it's tomatoes, water, vinegar, onions, jalapenos, and that's about it. So nothing in there themselves that I think would give me a problem. Just eating it all together, I don't know, but it was really good on the chicken. I mean, I've been like That's the thing about the chicken. I don't mind the chicken, but if there was just something to have it with, something wet that that was on protocol. And today I was really needing it, so I was like, all right, if I don't have it with this chicken, I'm not going to eat the chicken today. So poured it on. Oh, excuse me. And it was good. It definitely gave it good flavor, and it was just nice having something different. So I had my chicken today. I had my chicken at lunch. Didn't have my apple. Didn't have an apple at all today. I had one breadstick. That was it. So not sure. Oh, I didn't have my apples, but I did have a couple strawberries when I got home. It was a few hours ago, maybe about 4 hours ago. Just a couple of strawberries. They're all right. They taste. Here's the thing, like when you don't eat sugars a lot, and I notice on Atkins, stuff that normally doesn't taste very sweet tastes super sweet when you're doing like low carb or restrictions like this. They were too sweet for me. Strawberries, and normally strawberries aren't very sweet. A lot of people put sugars and other stuff on them, but they were super sweet. So it's like I got to the point where tomatoes taste sweet before when I was doing Atkins. So, and having the pecani sauce on the chicken did taste a little sweet. But I just like the spicy. The spicy changed it up. Obviously I love spicy food, and I think I need to use more stuff like that, more peppers. So yeah, it was better than the because normally I would put like cayenne pepper on them. That's not hot enough for me. I mean, it's okay, but it's almost like black pepper. It doesn't really do much. So I think I'm going to do that more often. I don't know how often because I really don't want it to affect my weight loss, but I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like, okay, I got 2 more weeks of this. I kind of just need to hang on. Like in my mind, I'm like, I cannot freaking wait for phase 3. I can't. Like in my mind, I've already think of all the things that I'm gonna have on phase 3, and yeah, I just kind of want to. I mean, I'm loving the hunger control in phase 2, just not so excited about the food anymore. So I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. Yeah, I don't know if I've got much more. So I didn't really calculate my weight loss yet. I was at 328.6 and I'm at 303.8. That's 24.8, I think. So maybe tomorrow I'll be at 25 down. That would be super awesome. Which means my minimum goal of 34 would be, or my first goal, only 9 pounds away, and I've got 2 weeks, so that's super exciting. Hopefully I could meet that in a week and then use the last week for meeting that tough goal. I was re-listening to, I have Pounds and Inches on audio. There's a person who read it on YouTube, and so I downloaded that into audio file, and I listened to that on my way to work sometimes. And I wanted to listen to it this morning because I was thinking about changing my foods up, and I was kind of listening to the section, about the diet, and because there was like, I'm worried about not eating my fruits, if that's going to affect anything, and in there, in the protocol it says that it's fine if you don't want to eat, if there's anything that you feel you don't want to have, you don't have to have. So as long as you don't go over 500 or you substitute things that you're not supposed to. So I'm really thinking of slowing down the fruit a little bit. I'm just worried that it, how my body react to that. I'm wondering if the cravings today was a little bit of that, because I haven't been doing very many apples. I think I've had a couple of apples in the last few days, but not many. It's just mainly been the protein, and that's only because I feel like I gotta have the protein, gotta have the chicken. Everything else has just kind of been and then again, I was thinking, it was kind of interesting to go back and read it or listen to it, because I remember listening to it a couple of times before I started, and just the whole, the sessions on, well, people don't find, that they're, they find that they're not hungry and they don't want to eat the other stuff. I was like, no way. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly how I felt. Everything that the Dr. Siemens described has, been happening to me. So, it does work somehow. Yeah, so coming up, the last little while, kind of the tail end of this, well, still have a ways to go, but it won't be long until I'm finishing up this face. Even though that's, what did I say today was? 17? Yeah, I think VLCD 17. If I was going 40 days, then I would still have a long way to go. But I probably have exactly 2 more weeks from today. I'm trying to calculate my shots, and because I think it went 2 weeks, 2 weeks and 2 days, but then I had 2 skip days, so it went exactly 14 days. So I'll be at 28, 32 with my skips, and then the last 3 days 35. So 35. So I guess today is actually, my exactly halfway point. Because I'm 17, that would be 34 days plus 1. So yeah, I think today is my exactly halfway. I don't know why I was thinking I was further than that. Okay, I need to get into a different frame of mind then, because I still have a long way to go. I was thinking, I'm coming down to the tail end and all this other stuff. I am halfway, I guess, now that I've added it up, of when I'm going to be doing my shots too, and before phase 3. I'm 2 weeks, I'm 17 days, 18 days from phase 3. That's still a long way. Yeah, that's a long way. Alright, I need to get a little bit more focused then. I'll work on that. Other thing, tomorrow is my skip day, as I was mentioning, so I'm a little worried about that. Last skip day didn't go so good. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I seem to be prepared. Definitely need to be on the water tomorrow. I did my water good today. I had 64 ounces down before I left work. Had another 16 ounces here. I've got 16 ounces to go. That's just, I can do that in one guzzle. So, then I'll be at 100. But my urine output's been a lot better today especially. Remember on Monday I did the laxative, and yeah, I felt like I lost a lot of water, and yesterday I definitely felt like I hung on to it. I still went to the bathroom. I kind of average, but today, going more often, my urine's a lot more clear. In fact, most of my urine from this afternoon on has been almost white or just barely yellow. So again, that's a good sign that I'm getting enough water in, and that my body's not hanging on to any right now, any extra. Is what I'm getting at. I didn't get that yesterday, so I have a good feeling that was happening too. So in a way, I'm super glad that I didn't weigh myself yesterday. Just to tell you my weight, I checked my weight a couple times. It was somewhere around the 13.8 to 14.4. The scale couldn't quite decide what it was. So I was going to call it 14.4, which means that I technically had a 0.6 pound loss from yesterday. But the very first time I hopped on the scale, it was 13.8, which is what I was at today, which would have been a goose egg. So either way, that's why I didn't count yesterday. I didn't want it to just one, because the scale was kind of iffy. 2, I knew I was retaining water. Today, the 303.8 that I was on, I felt really confident on, and that was a good weigh in. I checked myself 3 times. It did come up correct, that same weight 3 times. So I'm thinking that the water retention thing is done. The laxative did its job, and that's done. And so I'm pretty confident that was a good weight. So I'm really stoked. My main concern, I did want to talk about this yesterday, but I didn't get a chance, is the 303. I mentioned that in one of my other videos. 303 is a weight that is a known plateau for me, because that was a weight that I remember getting on the scale and seeing myself at. So without dieting or whatever, that was a weight that I was at for some time, and that was about 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago. It's probably more like a year and a half, but I definitely remember that. And so 303 might give me a little trouble here, so I'm kind of gearing myself up for that. If I have some pretty poor losses in the next couple of days, I'm not going to stress over them, because I know that this is a tough weight. I've got 303 and 295. 303, 295, and 289 are three major points that my weight has hovered at for periods of time in the past. And so that's all in about 14 pounds. I've got 3 plateaus in about a 14-pound range. So then, and that's about where I need to get to for my goal. 288.6 would be 40 pounds. So I've got a lot of plateau knocking, I think, to knock out coming up here. So probably means I need to increase my water, be a little more strict on my stuff. But right now my mind is like, I kind of want to experiment with stuff. Yeah, it's a tough decision for me right now. I do know, but I do feel good. I'm not feeling like, I want to stop. I'm feeling, this is great. Like, I just want this weight loss to continue. I'm getting kind of frustrated though, and I've been doing this for two weeks. It seems like way longer than 2 weeks. Like, I can't remember before, like hardly, like, I remember getting my stuff in. That was like 3 weeks ago. That seems like 3 months ago. This has really felt like a long time. Not that it's been, all that difficult. Just the time has felt slow, probably because I'm focusing so much on it. It does involve most of my life right now. I'm thinking about it a lot. I'm doing videos. I'm watching vlogs. I'm reading Pounds and Inches or listening to Pounds and Inches, looking things up, getting involved in the community, and posting on Facebook. I'm not a big Facebook person, but my New Year's resolution last year was to get more involved in Facebook, and so I've kind of gotten into it. But just making myself get on there, read the comments, read the suggestions from people, posting a little bit. So I do like to spend a little bit of time on there, but most of my day now is so focused on that. And as I go through the day and interacting with other people, there's what are you having for lunch? You're having chicken again. They're starting to have some comments about what I bring. I used to bring like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for work every day, and that, like, seriously, for like months. And they're all like, "You're just having peanut butter and jelly." Well, I like peanut butter and jelly. And then when I switched to this, and then they were kind of like, "What's going on? Why are you doing? Where's the peanut butter and jelly?" And then it's been the same thing every day at work: chicken, apple, celery. Right now, so it's kind of like, people are noticing my diet. I don't think there's so much noticing my weight loss yet. No one's commented on it, which is good. I don't want the attention from it. We are planning a work party coming up pretty soon, kind of a little barbecue when the weather starts to get a little bit nicer. And they're always kind of like, "Oh, Michael, you can have chicken." And I'm like, well, by the time we're planning it, we'll be in phase 3. I'm like, oh no, I need to be having something else. Like, I'm not going to be having chicken. So, I know people are kind of aware, and they've been, supportive for as much as they know. No one at work knows that I'm on HCG. Only my family knows that that's what I'm doing. So once I start to, I'm getting close to where it's going to be 10% of my body weight. It's not that much further away. That's 32 pounds, and I'm at 25. So 7 more pounds, pretty much. And then I'll be at 10% body weight reduction. I think that's usually the point people start to notice, at least on me. So, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm kind of worried, if I do start to get the comments, what I'm going to say. I haven't wanted to say anything yet because I don't want anything negative talked about it. But because for me it's worked. I mean, that's proof enough for me. So anyway, so I think that's about it for tonight. It's kind of late. Now I gotta upload this and then get to bed. But looking forward. I'm gonna go ahead and have my my drink now. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully it's frozen up a little bit, so it can be a little slushy. But yeah, I think that's it. Still doing good. Everybody, thanks again for all the support. I'll go ahead and try to watch some videos tonight before I go to bed and make some comments. But everybody's keep going. You're doing great. If you need some inspiration or some coaching, feel free to send me a message, and maybe I can have some advice. Or if you're just getting started, and you're doing a vlog, let me know so I can keep track. I love watching people as they start on this journey, and it's exciting for me, and it inspires me too. So thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.